Alright, so let's see. This box is big and unweak.
Keeper, you can say that you didn't hear it, but the fact that you are pointing out that you didn't hear it tells me you did hear it.
It's like, nah, I didn't hear it. And here we have the box.
You didn't say the magic
Fucking
word.
huge.
You didn't say
Let's go ahead and change it. Here.
Warhammer, Age of Stinkmar.
We all know the old world's better for lore. Period. Full stop. No arguing.
Also, like, general aesthetic.
Come on, type in here, you piece of shit.
Get that high fantasy out of my Warhammer.
Weak.
Weak?
Sounds like somebody's molesting a mouse made of styrofoam.
Wait, what?
Why?
Watch squeak.
I don't understand.
Don't worry. Most people don't understand my genius.
Alright, let's open this. Should have changed the title. Ah. No fingernails isn't helping right now. Oh. I already opened this prior, so we already have things like the rulebook put all out and put on the shelf. We have our Cruel Boys and our Stormcast. 2 of these. Huh. And this is how much is in this box. Good fucking lord.
Oh, good fucking your lord in a minute.
The actual instructions for this. Because it's push fit. Not everything's
just...
push it in and make it fit!
He's just sighing at my bullshit.
You are right.
By the way, apparently, when you get thrown into a match of teamfight tactics, the way the client, like, registers you're playing TFT is that it sticks you into a lobby of 8 people, but everybody is playing Kaisa. Technically, in the coding of the League of Legends launcher, everybody is playing Kaisa when you're playing League of Legends, apparently. One of my least favorite champions.
And this is all the kinds of pieces we're gonna have to be dealing with. Look at how weird these parts go together. What the fuck? Yeah, and this was about 200 USD for this entire kit. If you looked at buying all the models separately, well, let's just say don't. You're not going to be happy with the result.
I mean, buy some of the models individually would be a good way to do it. Just buy the ones you need.
Oh yeah, buy the ones you need, but this is a great thing to get started with.
Oh, definitely.
But
also
it might be too much for some people. And overwhelm them.
I think the smaller box sets that always accompany these ones are the better ones for a beginner to learn.
For a beginner, yes.
Because it typically comes with like a half unit of infantry, like the minimum unit size of 1 infantry, and like, you know, like that minimum size for each army, and then like some form of command option, you know?
Yeah. I think these have everything that's needed, though.
The box I got has like 10.
So, E, can you actually start a poll? Because my keyboard's a little bit hard to reach. Shall we start with the Stormcast or the Orcs first?
I'll be back.
Alright, hun. I don't know if moderators are able to start polls. A lot of bases, though. And it is a metric ton of plastic. The way these assemble just seems a bit strange at the time. Does it work, T? Well, it looks like it shouldn't be too hard to assemble them, since they're all monopose. The thing is, if you don't read ahead in this guide, you don't realize that some of them can be assembled different ways. Oh, shit! Hey, Kazuma! How you doing? Welcome on in, you big stinky shep. How you doing? What were you up to today? Let's see. Hey, T-Fox, you got that? There? Hey, you kind of make me jump. Anytime that emote goes off, it makes me jump. Let's see here. Yes, you're spooked the space chicken. Let's see. Zenith, the Last City. Oh, they finally let people play that now? I think that's the new VR MMO. I'm not sure. Alpha 2. But not something you can buy into currently, I'm assuming. Ah, closing in 3 days. Fair enough. Where is it? See here. Alright, we're gonna start a poll. So, which one shall we build first? We're probably not gonna be finishing either of them on stream, but, what should we start with, guys? Orcs or Stormcast Eternals? Oh, that's just 3D rivulating blood and ichor. Okay, then. Whoop, 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 whoop. You can't connect to the call. What the fuck? Did you try restarting the Discord, T-Fox? What? damn it. God damn Discord. It's been a train wreck for the past few days. It's been crashing more than usual. That's a nice spear. Holy shit. So we have a tie so far.
Holy shit, it's a penis.
A penis? Where?
In your butt. Oh
Sounds
my god!
fun.
I just saw your reaction on stream when you're just like, penis where? You just like instantly looked. That
Like,
was...
where?
Did?
Are you there, T?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Excellent!
It's
So,
a boxer.
I'm just waiting for the poll to run through. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and pull out the book.
Lorgans, I'll run you through with my poll.
Ooh woo.
So we just finished up these boys, though, Sheppy. These, Astra Militarum ones.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Go ahead and mute your stream since I'm already in here, so I'm not hearing you double. Because God, hearing you once is already enough.
Hey, Kazuma.
I will scram.
Kazumar.
Yes.
And so here is
Come here.
the book. Good God. They decided to just go with it.
Art.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
God, how long did I stream for? I know the stream wasn't very long, and a lot of it was mostly me trying to fix technical issues.
Like, they even have their maps of their realms. They started finally getting something to be coherent, though, with their mortal realms. That was not safe for Twitch. I don't know. It was a little bit Slaneshi, we might say. And here's an example of one of those painted up armies that Games Workshop loves to use to advertise their product.
Okay, yeah, I just streamed for like 3.5 hours, so not as long as I wanted, but it's whatever.
Hey, you got something done. That's what matters.
Yeah. So, Lorgans, have you heard the news?
What's happening now?
Shep achieved a goal.
What was that?
Sheppy's gonna be a full suitor.
Full suitor?
Yep.
Finally got it?
My fursuit goal got completed, yes.
Whoa. I guess you're gonna have to go on camera and just do a fursuit stream.
Yeah.
Just like it seems people have been thinking about trying to make me sing on Twitch. Go figure. Alright, so it's still a tie. Oh, bloody hell. I guess we're gonna try to roll a dice for it eventually. Is that it? Oh, the T-Foxer's having it again. I was actually starting to get that Discord connection issue too. Have you had that, Sheppy?
What?
Discord basically just not responding for a moment. You're not getting into the voice call. You disconnect, reconnect. It says an error, and then you have to close it and open it again.
I have not had it myself yet.
It kind of sucks balls, and not in a good way. No, no. No, no, no. I hate it. So, let's see. Once that poll's done... God damn it, people. Oh, every time I do a poll, it's always a bloody tie. Alright. It's time for answers. It's time to break the tie. Oversized D20 to the rescue. So, I don't know. I had that and I had to restart, but changing server region didn't fix it for me. What region is this even on?
I'm gonna need to need to fix that camera, I think.
It's on US West, T. You should have no problem. That's probably closer to you than me. Oh, that was some software gore. Ooh. Anyway, so, before I throw the dice, it's going to be positive number, not positive, even number is going to be Stormcast, odd number, orcs, because orcs are odd, we already know that. So...
Oh, by the way,
what?
Zenith is a very, very ambitious MMO.
So it's actually decently polished?
And it's alpha? Oh, fuck no. Oh, hell no. But they're being ambitious because they're literally supporting every VR headset and desktop and console play.
And having
Crossplay.
better fidelity for PC gamers.
Oh yeah, the game looks great.
Okay, good. That said, before we continue conversations, I need to go ahead and roll the dice to see which army I'm doing first. So,
Go ahead.
again, even, Stormcast Eternals, odd for orcs. That didn't show up in front of everyone, but it came up at 8. So,
Storm Eternal.
let's just open this up so everyone can see it. But, actually, let's just do the turn. I want people to be able to see the result. 15.
That's orcs.
Alright, orcs it is. I was actually hoping for Stormcast Eternals just mildly, but you know what? Orcs are fun because orcs are stupid. There's just something magical about big, dumb orcs. At least in 40k. I'm not sure if they're quite as funny in this one. And apparently these orcs, none of them are smiling. Which kind of makes me sad.
No.
You need the orcs to be smiling. They're going forth for happy, happy murder hobo moment.
But the thing is with Zenith is that it's not just aiming to be a VR MMORPG.
Yeah, they're letting you do it off VR too.
And on console.
That in and of itself is noteworthy.
And it's all gonna be crossplay too.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. This should be our big bad orchid. As you can see by the sprue. Wah! That was more like Waluigi than orc, though. Oh, good lord. I hate it. And make sure there's no other parts for him I need to pick up. Nope, doesn't look like it. Looks like he's all on one sprue. That is a lot of sprue. So let's see here. So this is going to be 8. KillaBoss on Great GnashToof. Luigi was raised by orcs. He's surprisingly less violent than I'd assume for that. Alright, so we're gonna want I1, I2, 3. How are they labeling this shit? What the hell? Oh, there's the numbers. Okay, where's our nippers? Have our little thing for mold line removal. Go.
Yeah, I was having a hard time logging into Zenith with the new build because like the new build wouldn't let me click the button, and I'm like, why isn't it letting me click the button? Then someone finally came and was like, we went through everything except for like turning off Steam VR, and they're like, restart Steam VR on your computer. I'm like, well, I'm streaming, so I'd rather avoid restarting my computer if I can help it. So I'll go ahead and restart Steam VR. Sure enough, restarting Steam VR and it worked.
Yeah. I don't think I've had anything to paint quite as big as this orc. Well, maybe a tank, but that's different. Painting mechanicals is different. Look at how detailed this is versus the old models of the Astra Militarum. Wow.
Well, anyways, I'm heading off to bed. I just wanted to pop in and say hello to you precious beings.
Alright, toodaloo, Kazoom.
And let you guys know that I love you both and that I care for you both very deeply.
Bye-bye, sleep well.
Will do. Bye-byes.
Toodles! Bugger. And I have 1, 2. Where's 2? Ah, there's his lower jaw. Right here. Alright, so we've got the pieces we need for his head. Right.
Oh, am I connected?
Maybe.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes. We're starting with the orc KillaBoss, by the way.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you can hear me now.
Yes. I can hear you.
I'm sad because I missed Kazoomer.
Yes. You did, unfortunately. But life happens.
I'll life you in a minute. I'll show you how life starts.
You dork.
Because remember, life begins at erection. giving me a TFT poll.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Inky.
They're like, please tell us how you feel about this game.
You go like, I feel E. Is that it?
Well, this set's better than the last one, so...
I can tell this Tamiya Extra Thin is definitely going to be worth its weight in gold in this. All right, then we're going to add part 13. Nip off just a bit of the push fit pins. There we go. Search for any mold lines. Some of these are just going to be better taken off with a hobby knife. Razor sharp.
They asked me what my biggest pet peeve with TFT is, and I honestly had to go with, it is so hard to get people into this game because there is no good tutorial on how to play this.
That sounds like a fair appraisal.
I've known so many people who have gotten into teamfight tactics and then they just don't go anywhere in the game. They just kind of like play it like once or twice and then decide they don't like it because, let's be honest, it's fucking confusing. Really confusing how to play this game. I got frustrated a lot in the beginning.
Not everyone's going to tough it out is the thing. So you always have to bear that in mind.
This game just lacks a good tutorial.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, there are a lot of games that lack good tools in-game to teach you how to play properly. Like, Age of Empires 2's tutorials did not prepare you how to play that game right.
No, it won't.
So in the latest version, the Super HD Remix, 4K, whatever, they introduced a series of tutorials that teach you how to do things like age up to the second age fast enough to keep up with other players, or how to get to Castle Age as fast as possible, or how to do a slow economic build without dying. It teaches you how to drush, things like that.
Trying to be a little bit more careful with these models because they do have more detail.
Wait, are you saying that Age of Sigmar models are over-designed?
A bit, yeah. Like, it's not a bad amount of detail, and here's the thing, you can still make them look as yikes as anything previously.
My ultimate strategy... You know what I've been doing with my Stormcasts?
What?
I'm replacing their shields with shields from Warriors of Chaos.
Because you like them better?
Yeah. I have a big box of Chaos Warriors that I kind of just nick the shields from to put on my Stormcasts.
What are you going to do with the leftover warriors?
I have used a little bit of them in my Chaos Marines.
Well, they can add to it, yes.
I mean, the sculpts that they have can definitely lend themselves to Chaos Marines if you just stick the backpack on them and stuff. But they would be more the Black Legion half of my Bringers of Decay army. I'm a little mad that when they took the initiative to, you know, prevent soup armies from being dominant, they kind of kneecapped things like taking allies in general.
Yeah, trying to do something like Chaos Undivided now is like, what?
Because what I wanted to do was Death Guard as the main core of my army with a small patrol detachment of Chaos Marines and a small patrol detachment of Demons of Nurgle. Now, I actually can do that a little more easily. I don't have to take a separate detachment of Demons of Chaos if I have a Demon Prince in my army.
So it'll work.
So I have to get a Demon Prince of Nurgle, and then I can stick like Plague Bearers in my army.
Should be okay. Not a bad addition, is it?
Yeah, I only want the Plague Bearers, honestly, for a little bit of flavor. I feel like adding Demons of Nurgle to Death Guard doesn't really add much when you already have Poxwalkers.
Here we go. fitting together.
When you have a block of 20 bodies that all have disgustingly resilient, there's not really much you can do to remove them from an objective. Like, they will have more models near the objective than you, thus controlling it, and there's no way you're going to be able to blast through all of them.
Yeah.
Which is, why Chaos Cultists are pretty useless in Death Guard, in my opinion, because they have slightly better shooting, but they don't have any whatchamacallums. The abilities that you can spend command points to do. Why am I forgetting what those are called?
I forgot.
Stratagems. Chaos Cultists don't have any good stratagems, if any, in Death Guard. If I took them, I'd be taking them in the Chaos side, because there's no reason to have them in the Death Guard side. They literally don't do anything useful.
I didn't really put glue on the push pins, I just kind of wicked some around it after putting it in. Getting the glue wicked up all into the cracks via capillary action.
Oh, Wick, you're cracking, man.
That's lewd.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of work to do this. Hey programmer, how you doing? You having a good meowing? Okay, good. That didn't scar up his face too bad. I accidentally got glue under my finger. Thankfully, he's already kind of ugly anyway. Oh yeah, welcome to the Waking. Here's his ugly mug so far. Hell of a lot more detailed than previous Warhammer models. Alright. Got that piece. So next, we need part 4. That's his little bitty helmet. Because our big ugly Orco doggo has to have his helmet. But it's not a damn hyena. Why are you looking at me like I'm describing something you did? Amber was looking at me like it insulted his people. Go. Don't roll away. Fuck. There we go. There we go. Install this right in his fucking noggin. Plop a little bit of the Tamiya Extra Thick on. Thick glue for thick boys.
What about thick grills?
I don't know if he's got thick grill. Oh wait, I just realized what you were saying, sorry. I had a derp.
You're a big derp.
Alright, the peg has penetrated his head. And now we have angry, angry face. Haha. His head is complete. Angie. We're just gonna wick a tiny bit of glue in there just for good measure. Most of that was centered on the peg. That hurts my fingers because it's pointy. God damn it. I just realized there's Mario sound effects in the song. There we go. We got that done. Okay. Now it's time for the next big chunky piece. One side of the body. This one right here. There are a lot of attachment points for this spring. Go. This piece out. Let's cut that. Yeah, this is a little bit delicate in some spots. This turning, but I think we can make do. This guy's wearing barbed wire? What? That's a bit strange. And again, I guess they're orcs, so they're probably not the brightest folks. I think from what I know of the orcs in fantasy is they're not quite as stupid as their 40k cousins. Or at least not as funny. Oh. Almost got most of those pieces away. I noticed how they managed to cleverly mix in the contact points for a lot of things to help reinforce the parts of the model that are weaker too. Which is a pretty smart move, I think. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and quickly do a little stand buff. I think they've even hidden some of the mold lines with how you assemble it too. That's pretty cool. There we go. We got those pegs done.
Peggy, you say? Did I hear my activation word?
Your activation word? Did it activate your almonds?
Yes, my almonds are activated. I am not the first person to say that, by the way. The first person I heard say that was Shoe on Head.
People are weird. What else is new?
Ooh, invalid at hash, invalid at hash. Thanks for that beautiful message, League of Legends launcher.
It wants to tell you how invalid it is.
Specifically at hash.
Alright, so look like we got our where we need it. So, next, need part 6. Ah, here is part 6. Oh, knife's trying to get away.
I might go grab some leftovers soon. Guess what I had for lunch?
Existence.
I put some leftover pumpkin in the oven with some little potatoes. And I roasted them for half an hour. And sprinkled some garlic salt on them.
Very piece.
It was good. I give it a pumpkin out of 10.
A Beppis.
Hey, Beppis. Who's that Mr. Beppis? Oh, the Beppis. I wish I could sing song lyrics on Twitch, but they're Nazis about it. The REA is like, is somebody singing happy birthday? We need to make money off of this.
Honestly, just take copyright, throw it out the window, or write something new.
I think it's really funny that I think it was Warner Music Group managed to copyright a song from like 1876. They attempted to copyright Happy Birthday to You when the song was originally Good Morning to You and was written in the late 1800s. Like, come on. That's public domain.
Let's be honest, a lot of companies just want to starve the public domain, meanwhile abusing it to their own benefit without feeding it.
Nothing is going into the public domain anymore except for things made by companies who went defunct and didn't have their copyrights bought by other companies. Why do you think so much EDM and even some rap music and hip-hop music samples from old as fuck movies? It's because the companies that made these movies went bankrupt, and now these movies are public domain because of it.
I think that if something is not publicly available for sale easily for a certain period of time, it immediately reverts to public domain. Did I cut out the wrong piece? Cut out the wrong piece. Fix. Oh, never mind. I just didn't see where it plugged in. Kamiya extra thick. Here we go. That was a pain in the butt to attach. So here's what we got so far. The model's starting to come together somewhat. Gonna be something like that. Oh. Oof. Let's see. Okay. Wonder if it's stable. I think it should be stable enough to keep working. All right. Let's see. Where the big guy's head going? So we got it here. Dry fit him first, see how he goes together. Go. Lovely. Okay. So we're gonna go see where the points of contact are for this guy. First, we're gonna get some extra thick in place as usual. Alright, let's stick the head in. Got our seams right there. Alright, now we can go ahead and do a little bit more of the extra thick on the inside. We go. Here we go. So here he is so far. We got some more pieces to add, but he's coming together. See the orc's foot right there where he's going to be sitting. Huh? What, Ember?
You.
Down. Next, we are going to want part 17. I think that is under, no, 7. That's his underbelly. Cut this sucker free. Can't go without that. We don't want him to spill his guts immediately, do we? That stomach to hold it in. Okay. Up our pins. Old lines. These are actually very clean. DW has been getting better at making it so you don't have to do as much work for mold line. At least with any newer sculpts, that is. Older ones, good luck. Alright, there we go. We've got his belly ready to go. Alright, let's press the place. I wonder if anyone ever hides anything in these. Not that they'd ever want to break them open. What do you think, Foxer?
What things?
People ever hide anything in the hollow models?
No, I don't imagine that'd be too common.
Yeah, it would be. Expensive place to hide things, too. High effort. Labor intensive. Oh, he got butt cheeks.
I just won with the jankiest build?
Was it a fun build?
It was just really fucking weird.
Sometimes that happens.
I don't know how to put it other than this is a build I don't even think is on tier lists.
Oh, you won with an abomination?
Yeah. Yeah, I was winning with Nightbringer Renewers, which worked out because I got a bunch of really good stuff for that specific build.
Basically, the gods of RNG hath blessed you.
If I had gotten one more Renewer, I would have had all of them, plus an item that turns another unit into a Renewer, which would have been even more broken.
Sounds fun, Boxer.
I basically had a big fat Vladimir who just refused to die.
That sounds like Vladimir.
He was just like tromping in a battle, like being thick as fuck. I gave him a Hextech Gunblade, so he had whatchamacallit, Spell Vamp, so if he did magic damage, he'd heal back. His ability heals him when he casts it. Gave him a Rabadon, so he'd have a ton of AP. And then I gave him the upgraded version of Bramble Vest, which it's basically Thorn Mail plus regeneration. So yeah, Vlad was a little bit bustido.
Bastido! Alright, so we've done the belly. Now, let's go ahead and do the other side of the boy.
Did the tum tum?
Yep, we did the tum
Did you ever
tum.
actually do the lid?
Huh? What lid? What the fuck you talking about?
Hot lid.
No. Why don't you learn to use some green stuff? It's not my priority, like I said. Here, you want super glue? Here.
I think Ember's just really bored.
They probably are very bored. What else is new? So they just wander around the house chatting someone on the phone.
God damn, I wish it weren't so hot.
That kind of hosed the idea of D&D, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I woke up, looked at it, saw that you were doing that, and I go, okay, I'm going back to sleep.
I posted that days ago. Like days before.
I didn't notice.
Monday.
I'm a potato.
Yeah, I posted that on Monday.
Yeah, I'm not always looking at it, I'll be honest. Attached right on the thigh.
I'm also not running D&D on Saturday.
It's just not a summer hobby for you.
Nothing is a summer hobby for me.
Kinda makes you want to go further north or not?
Kinda.
Or inland, I should say.
Oh, it depends on where you go inland. If you're okay with a dry heat over a wet heat, you go to like certain places in the prairies. Some places in the prairies get a little muggy, but there's a lot of places that get more of a dry heat.
Yeah? Really? I'm a chicken nugget? Really? Ibaru. Yeah, little shit.
Kiba is cute.
Kiba the cutie.
More like cute Baru. Got him.
Kiba who doth protest his status as cute.
You said that like that's the name of a magic card. Like, I've probably said this before. There's a magic card named Alesha who smiles at death, but in our playgroup we call her Alesha who smells like death.
Is it a Stimky card?
It's pretty stinky.
It's a stank.
There's also a joke in the community that Nissa who shakes the world is Nissa who shakes them titties.
Wow.
In my play group, because Dan has kids and we play at his house, we've adjusted it to Nissa who shakes the vending machine.
Nissa who calls the manager.
Oh god. If there's a Karen in Magic, it's probably Jaya. She's the right age to be a Karen or a Susan.
Yep, the Susan is the older one.
I can tell you Jaya would most definitely ask to speak to your manager.
And you go like, hello, I am the manager. Don't you just love it how they get so angry when someone does that?
Have you ever seen that gif of the dude? It's an old dude with like a big ZZ Top beard. And he just bugs his eyes out, drops his dentures onto his lower lip so it looks like his teeth are sticking down super far, and lights his beard on fire as he stares at the camera. Because that's how I describe Urza. I like the original 3 main planeswalkers. That's their personalities. There's Scary Teferi, who has no personality. There's Jaya, who is a Karen, and then you've got the crazy old guy. He's basically like if you gave Boomy unlimited arcane power.
Who's Boomy?
An Avatar: The Last Airbender character.
Don't know it.
Do I have to sit you down and make you watch that too?
I don't watch movies and TV.
Yeah, but you know what is the advantage of being able to watch them with somebody special?
But,
You get to snuggle.
oh, that's definitely a benefit.
Yeah, see? I just gotta drag you to the couch, kicking and screaming, and put on a movie, and then squeeze you until you give in.
That's out loud scram. The neighbors are going like, what is going on over there?
Movie night! This is what I yell back. Movie night! Roar.
And they'd probably start questioning the world at that point.
Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. I wish JonTron would go back to making stuff I can comprehend.
Yeah, I understand he may have been in a rut. Come on, go back to game.
Even like, I just want him to review things that aren't like, we're gonna review the first episode of a reality TV show from like 2003.
That is esoteric.
Yeah. I was okay with like him like reviewing weird movies, But then it came down to a point of like, we're just gonna go to like some historically, he went to Plymouth Rock. He just made a video about going to Plymouth Rock that had absolutely no point to it.
I don't get it.
Or his classic new video formula of, we found somebody online who's clearly a scam, and so now we're just gonna like watch their video and occasionally comment at it.
Sounds dumb.
He started turning into H3H3, and that's what I don't like. One of the best things about JonTron was that his reactions weren't just like him looking at the thing and then genuinely reacting, because there's plenty of people who already did that. What I loved JonTron for was his ability to just edit the most like amazing reactions that you know were probably out of a take of like 12 different reactions, and he found the one that was funny and edited it to be more funny, you know?
That's what you call basically acting.
Yeah, I prefer more when he was acting than when he was just only doing his genuine reactions, because there's some reactions that have been funny in some of his newer videos, but it's just not to the quantity. JonTron used to be a reaction video machine.
Here's the thing, he still has funny stuff though.
He still has funny stuff. He's still a genuinely funny guy. JonTron will never not be funny. I just feel like his older content condensed a lot of the funny shit that he'd say into a smaller format. A lot of his videos are, I don't know, padding.
You feel it presented things better?
Yeah, I feel like he condensed his content better in his earlier, like, videos like Hercules. He managed to just keep the flow of his video going, but now his modern videos, he's just half his video is the source material he's making fun of, and then it just cuts to him on his couch reacting to it. I'm not as into that. I don't know. He seems like a genuinely cool guy, and I like that he wants to improve his content. I just feel like this direction
Isn't it?
isn't it. I feel like when he goes higher effort with his editing, it makes things a lot funnier. I think the perfect balance between him trying to go a little bit bigger and, you know, trying to make things better, and his original style was like the food games videos. I feel like those are some of his best videos. I feel kind of bad though that he got dragged into a debate where he kind of got led into saying stuff.
Why do people like doing that to each other?
I can't actually talk about this in depth because it is about another Twitch streamer, which is allowed, so I can't go into detail about what happened between them. Needless to say, I feel it was unfortunate for JonTron. I kind of want to see John do another equity. I'd want to see him do gameplay videos again. He's genuinely
Yes.
funny.
I'd like to see that too.
And by gameplay videos, I mean things similar to Game Grumps or that video he did with H3. Although H3, I don't know. He kind of went down the drama hole and started milking it. Nah, I don't like H3 that much anymore. But the video that him and JonTron did were pretty heckin' good.
There are some really awesome collaborations out there.
It was just the like off the cuff, them playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's just being funny guys.
Looks like we got our puppard almost done. Wick all the glue in all the places it to be. That's so good about this shit. A big doggo is a big thing to assemble.
Oh, pick your dog in a minute. How big you're the cat in a minute.
Actually,
Was it the same voice actor for Big the Cat and Duke Nukem?
Yes. It was. To think that it was the same voice is the most funny thing ever. Excellent. I need 9 and 10. Huh. Meow. Oh, hello. How you doing, Lunasec? Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. There's 9. Okay. I found the 9. Okay, here we go. Lil. What was the thing you painted most recently, T?
I think it was one of my HQs for Death Guard. I haven't painted in a few months. It's been hot, and
Aw.
honestly, I don't have an airbrush anymore, so I haven't painted much.
There. I can understand that. I imagine after getting an airbrush, it's kind of hard to go back to just not using one.
Exactly.
And again, an airbrush can make so much easier at some. No, not on this one, I'm afraid. Unless someone knows how they can fix it. At which point I'll be happy to get it turned back on, huh? Even then, it was kind of lackluster on the last one. No, they don't exist. When I tried opening up IFA, the application used to make you throw things, the avatar doesn't even show up. Yeah. Exactly, huh? So I really don't know what's wrong with it. I'd love to know. Oh shit, this is a weird assembly. Get that orc's arm situated. Alright, there we go. Alright, so his back and his arm are assembled. Put that, secure that. And then we're going to add part 11. That'll be a hefty model.
I'd recommend against assembling the rider,
Why?
because it's usually best to paint them separately. My Dracolith and my Lord on Dracolith, I painted the legs and the Dracolith separately, and then painted everything from the legs up on the rider separately.
Yeah, unfortunately the legs are already attached to the thing.
That's how it is with most, but you can generally paint like everything from the butt up separately, and that'll really help you, because breaking a big model with a rider like this into 2 stages is honestly a better way to do it, because you get better control over how you paint the rider.
Yeah, fortunately the way it's sculpted doesn't really help with that. Like, if it was actually a bit more distinct in the pieces, sure. I know some of them you can basically just have a lot easier to separate, but not this. It's cut in weird ways.
What you mean box sets have bad slicing? Yeah, the box sets, like when they introduce a new model in a box set, typically the slicing is going to be Garbo, and you wait for the multi-part kit and just hope it isn't just a reprinting of the same sprue.
Oftentimes with that model, you also have to keep in mind, like, my brain's having a thing. The prices of buying things separately.
It is absolutely not worth it to buy Necron Warriors at the moment, because there's still tons of Indomitus ones running around on eBay that you can get for like half fucking price. And it's the exact same sprue, because the multi-part for Necron Warriors is literally just the warrior sprue from Indomitus snipped off on its own little chunk and then put into the box.
Hang on.
So why would you even buy it?
My water.
Okay.
I should hydrate. Also.
Wow.
Hey, Gradient, how you doing? You caught me getting food.
Gradient gets big E.
Big E scram energy?
E. I'm pretty sure that screm image is what happens if you were to go, "Oh, honey, I think you mean her." That fucking video.
I'm confused.
I sent you this video multiple times. It's one of the muses from Hercules. Instead of saying, "Honey, I think you mean Hercules," or Huncules, she just goes, "Honey, I think you mean her." And the image glitches out.
Huh.
It seems like the DVD player like fucking crashed horribly while displaying it. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending this to you, I don't know, maybe later.
Looks like the glue's almost dry. We'll be able to continue.
I'll dry your glue.
I didn't realize how hungry I was.
Nice to meet you, hungry. I'm tea.
How long have I even been playing low?
3 hours and 40 minutes.
Doesn't feel like that. Wow.
Yeah, same here.
So it's gonna be like going on 3 weeks that I've been the only person working for most of the night shift.
Oh god, they've had like just you doing that?
Yeah. Just me. Used to be that I was just alone only on Friday. Now,
Yeah.
because my coworker ended up getting stuck in the hospital, I'm in a situation where it's 3 out of them. Now, here's the thing, that it's not completely awful. It's only like half the shift that I'm fully alone. Because someone from the previous shift stays over for a little bit longer. Still kind of yikes.
I'll say.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about my coworker though. Found out he was out because of that, because his wife ended up texting me on his phone. Just hoping he's okay. Like, it's not, like, being on my own's mildly inconvenient, but I want him to be safe. Hmm?
Or goo.
Hurrah.
Why can't I buy a good 4x4 Rubik's Cube on Amazon?
What? They only have bad ones? At it?
Yeah, they have like this weird ripoff brand that's
Sure.
trying to like claim it's Mofenge, but it's a different company. and it ships from China, and all the reviews are like, I used this for 2 minutes and then it exploded in my hands.
Oh, your average Rubik's Pro kind of treats them roughly.
I want to
But
get
that's not
an
acceptable.
actually legit Mofenge, because my 3x3 by them is awesome. It can cut corners at such an extreme angle.
I'm guessing it can go faster.
Okay, so say you start rotating the right side, but you put pressure on the top of the right side, and then once your move gets near close to snapping into place, the top moves too, and you're doing 2 moves at the same time.
So you're basically rounding the corner.
Yeah, it's called cutting corners, which is very important to speed cubing.
I guess world records are made assuming that you use that.
Yeah, it's perfectly allowable from the first time somebody figured out that you could use, like, that you could kind of shave the cubies a little bit on the edges and then use different rubber inside. Because I think the old ones had rubber bands. I'm not sure if the modern ones do. I think they do.
Who knows?
But people basically figured out that you could kind of like loosen the tolerance on the corners. So this cube cuts corners like a dream. And again, it's by the company Mofenge from China. And then here's my official Rubik's Cube. And it can't cut corners at all. Even the official, like, speed cubes that Rubik's make, they're like, oh, it's a speed cube. Can barely cut corners. Like, technically it can cut corners, but not very well, and you basically have to go in and change out the rubber bands and oil it if you want it to be anything close to what a speed cube should be. My Mofenge is stretchy. You can grab 2 pieces and pull apart, and there's some tolerance. There's some give. But my Rubik's Cube, not so much. My official Rubik's Cube. I think it's about time I solved my 3x3 again, though, after doing the 2x2 for so long. I actually can't speed cube yet. I do enjoy corner cutting on certain moves because it feels cool, but I am definitely not a speed cuber.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here we are.
It's funny, my best friend kept accusing me of faking knowing how to solve a Rubik's Cube until I finally solved it in front of him. I was like, you think I can't solve a cube? Let me show you my power. Your mistake was to underestimate my power.
How does this go together? What the fuck? Come on, come on. Somehow. I got it! I got it! I got it! It wiggled into place.
Oh, what the? Camera. Why is it upside down again? God damn it! Ah!
This doth irritate me.
Okay, Darth irritate.
I'll boop you. Rotate 180. There we go.
Okay, knock that piece out.
I heard that most times when people are trying to do the shading, they'll take a picture of the model before it, once they prime it, before painting. See where the reflections come from certain angles.
Don't really see people doing that, other than like, I don't know. Your typical amateur painter, I don't think really does that.
Amateur? Probably no. Oh, there we go. I didn't have it quite popped in. Now it is.
Okay, got everything but the top row solved. Bottom 2 rows done. I did that wrong. Salvaged it. Okay. Don't have any headlights. Do we have? Yes. We have headlights. Headlights is a term for when two pieces are in a certain alignment. Everything headlights a lot. Why? Oh no. I have bungered it.
You bungered it. The thicker stuff seems better at filling crevices that are just not quite joining the way I'd like. I figure this big orc will probably end up being quite the task because he's probably a higher up one, so should always generally put more detail for those, I guess. Especially bigger models, huh?
Definitely.
As fun as he'd probably be to jump in once he's done being assembled, it'd probably be better just to work on the other orcs first. Develop a better idea of what I want with them.
Oh, solved.
Alright, I think I've filled it in with some Tamiya extra thick, just a bit. That dries off and the acetone leaves, it'll just nice little plastic. Okay, part 11. Shouldn't be too hard to find. You know what I'd like to see? Rules that let you play Age of Sigmar orcs in 40k as just savage orcs. You know my thoughts on that? I think that'd be pretty cool.
I just want to make an orange faction of orcs just called the Squig Fuckers.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make it heavy on grots?
No, squigs, obviously.
Why squig fuckers specifically?
Why do you think?
Is this supposed to be some sort of backwoods redneck reference?
No, I was thinking more about well, there's a couple shots we could make. We could go at the Scottish.
Don't start doing that here. That's inappropriate. No. We're not doing that. Know better.
I'll do you in a minute.
Like, just don't do that. I'm not certain I want to put it on YouTube.
Do you know British people, or not even just British people? You know, people from the British Isles do this all the time, right? This is the jokes that are made.
Meh.
Well, meh to you too, sir.
Mlam. Eba, are you dying? Are you okay?
I'm literally Welsh. This is a stereotype of my own country.
I think Kiba cringed.
Cringe you in a minute.
I think the reference here was sheep. Not to delve into that too much again.
That's what I have to say to that.
Mlem. Big are basically just ornery bioforms used as food.
But yeah, I am Welsh. Our stereotypes are that, being drunk, and having nothing else interesting.
At least it's not haggis. You can say that.
England erased a lot of Welsh culture. Like most of it. If not almost entirely all of it. That's why we have this reputation for being so bland and plain. It's just England turned us into England Junior. And then all we were known for were the sheep, the bars, and the singing.
I think one of the old jokes in Britain is that they went and got all the different things they could get for spices, and then didn't use any of it.
That's what I've been saying. I've said this to you so many times. Of England held half the world at the point of a gun for spices, and then never fucking used them.
It begs the
My
question
English
as to
side-
why.
My English side likes making fun of my Welsh side, and my Welsh side likes making fun of my English side. I'll just put it that way. Kiba, I would speak Welsh, but I didn't get that weird genetic thing that all Welsh people have, where we have two tongues. I didn't get that gene, unfortunately, so I can't pronounce any of it. I wish I could speak Welsh, to be honest, though.
Without getting tongue-tied.
Yeah, it's a really hard language to learn because there's not a lot of great places to learn it, and the pronunciation can be pretty hard.
Well, for most languages, even though some may not recommend it entirely, there's always Duolingo.
Do you know what the Welsh word for microwave is? Poppity ping.
I think there's a little bit of popcorn bias there.
It's called the poppity ping. At least, like, that's at least a slang term for it. I have family in Wales that I really want to visit someday, though. But one thing that's really sad is that, you know how we can go back and look at, you know, Middle and Old English, and there are people who can actually speak Old English?
Do you beg why?
But there are people who can speak English from, like, medieval times. People who can speak actual Old Welsh. Debatably, depending on what dialect you're talking about, many Welsh dialects are lost forever. Thanks to England.
The British brought many regrettable things to many places.
Yep.
Let's see. Opium to China. Where's some others?
Look what they did to pagan mythology in Europe.
And half of that was theirs.
Like, they tried to, like, specifically Christianity tried to make all of the pagan beliefs in Europe comparable to the Greek, Roman, and Egyptian pantheons. Have you ever seen medieval European art of the Egyptians?
Nope.
It's really weird because most of these scholars didn't know anything about Egyptian culture. All they knew about was their place in, like, scripture. Because, you know, like, the story of Moses. So, like, that's the only thing they actually knew about the Egyptians. So the way they draw them is like really weird. Back in medieval times, the Egyptians were kind of like boogeymen. They're like the poster child for like people we don't like because they worship evil things.
And yet, when it comes down to it, like any other time, it's just normal people.
Didn't Saladin come from Egypt? One second.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Saladin was Egyptian. I think he was further east.
I think he actually came from. He was the first Sultan of Egypt.
Interesting.
He was the first Sultan of Egypt and Syria and founder of the Ayyubid dynasty. He led the Muslim military campaign against Crusader states in the Levant.
And kicked their asses.
Yeah, it's really funny that in medieval times they had basically heard so much about the Egyptians as these boogeymen from scripture because the Bible hadn't been assembled yet, and then an Egyptian whooped their ass in the Crusades.
Well, let's be honest. When it comes down to religions, they have served as a means for comfort for many people. However, one should always take any sort of scripture or documentation from religions with a heavy grain of salt, which is not typically done.
Keeper, I'm with you. I respect people who are those religions. I, however, don't like the role that those religions played in the blatant transphobia in Western society and any society that they got their grubby hands on.
Like the Greeks, okay, really chill with them.
Yeah.
That didn't last long.
India had a special, special rules within the caste system for trans people. Being trans was considered a gift. And then England.
I'm just surprised that England had that much of an influence. In that case.
England colonized India for years.
Yeah. They had unfortunate influence.
Yeah. Let's not open that can of worms.
Alright, we need 12, 13, 14.
It went from 1858 till 1947? Is it that recent? Holy heck. Yeah, wait, no, that makes sense. Yeah. History.
Is always written by the victor, generally. Yeah, let's be honest though. That's not the only one that was responsible for a lot of that. But let's change the subject.
Yeah. There's a lot more to it than that.
That ain't a rat, Ember. That is not a rat. It's a great GnashToof, apparently. I don't know what the fuck it was. Like the spear? Goes in clean, comes out nasty. Something like that. Still wish I could stream the Space Station 13 thing, but no, not safe for Twitch.
Definitely not.
At least any of the servers I'd want to be. The other ones are just like.
The other ones aren't even that safe for Twitch, considering, you know, stuff that can go on in them.
Yeah. Like people running around screaming the N-word.
I really don't like people like that.
The awful thing is, apparently, someone was playing an antagonist and knew someone had a habit of saying that, especially to authority figures on the station. So he went ahead and installed some implants at them that they had requested, along with a few voice line activated bombs inside of him.
Oh no.
Yeah. And when they said, thanks, N-word, they blew up right there in the medical office, taking the doctor antagonist with them.
Oh no.
Oh my god, it was awful. But that's a funny kind of awful. Like, crime did not pay. And the thing is, he knew the guy was probably going to get hurt because he'd already been close to getting into a problem with security. He knew he was probably going to get arrested and taken to security who he was trying to kill.
You know what they say? Say the word, get explode.
Explosive swear. Oh, that reminds me. Another instance, the scientist ended up creating a bunch of swearing robots. Nothing, nothing too bad like the previous example. But, wow. And the robots were programmed to follow someone around and constantly swear. It's like, wait, what? Now I might keep the shield off. Fox.
Yes? That's definitely a good idea.
Iba. Baru. Get booped.
I should go to bed soon, so that way I get some sleep before it, like, gets boiling hot.
Going to have sleep. Because they could, Kiba, that's why.
The Space Station 13, why do anything? It's shits and giggles.
Because you can, that's why.
Yeah, it's just shits and giggles.
Like a clown lubed up the entire hallway with space lube. In front of medical. So that anytime someone came into the hallway, they'd start slipping. The clown had also hacked open the airlock at the end of the hallway. So people would slide down the hallway and out the airlock.
I still prefer the clown blender.
No.
A room with no oxygen in it. And then if you pass out from no oxygen, a clown just runs over with O2 equipment on, and they toss you onto a little conveyor belt, and you get stuck in a 4x4 or a 2x2 conveyor belt loop filled with broken glass.
People come up with sadistic stuff in it.
You mentioned the big bunch of soda can launchers. People getting knocked
Yeah,
over.
that was when the security group and the people playing security for the station were being a bunch of asshats, so Cargo decided to declare independence.
Oh no.
Don't piss off engineers and cargo people. They will outthink your guns. Security was forced to acquiesce. if only to just be lit out. Yeah, you shouldn't. Have you played before, Kiba? Ah, okay.
I'm gonna crawl into bed now. I'm super tired.
Sleep well, my foxer.
Okay, see you.
Doodles, honey.
One thing before you go.
What?
Mwah! You've been smooched
Meep.
right on that cute forehead.
Help. Verb abuse.
Oh, that's not abuse. It's a boost when I lick your face.
Yeah. Okay. Let's... Oh, don't fall over, big dude. Everyone say goodnight to the foxer. Alrighty then. Time to give this guy a fucking head. Because he clearly doesn't have one. Alright, let's peg the head back into place where it belongs. A little bit there. And here he is. Probably going to leave this shield off, so I can actually paint it separately and actually access everything. Unless... yeah, I want access to that. So we're probably going to mainly prime him. We're going to go ahead and mask him so we can have bare plastic to still glue things into place. Now that we got that... so that's going to be him on the base. So now that we've dry fit it. Where is our glue? Here we go. Have to act fast. Ow. Well, not ow, really. There we go. So, here we go. This model is mostly built now. I think I can go ahead and just push fit the field and leave it in place. There we go. Apparently it wants a tuft of a cattail, so... we can pick that up. 15 it says. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just try adding that later. Alright. There we go. Model is ready to clean and prime. Well, after it completely cures. So, all of the finished models that we have today are on this plate. And they're nowhere near done. Alright, so time to set these aside. Those are going to be scrubbed probably when I wake up later tonight. Probably during my lunch break for work. So, Put our sprue back in the box. All right. Here we go. All right. So KillaBoss on the Great GnashToof is done. For now, at least. All right. So, I think that it's time for us to go find a friend. Hi to them. Or, as it's more called by a normie, let's go a raiding. So, let's see who we got online. And who we can go forth and stir. Or something like that. I'm just a burb, I don't know shit. Alrighty then, let's see here. Oh yeah, I already have Twitch open. I'm a... Dirty keyboard. I need to find a better way to clean it. Yay. Who's on? So, do you guys want Warhammer modeling, or do you want to go see a video game? What do you guys think? Check this one. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go say hi to another hobbyist. So let's see here. We're going to go to say hi to Alex Attempts Tabletop, who is painting apparently Ave 80 Skaven. Wow. What the fuck? So, you want to see when we go live? We have our Twitter. If you want to see our community, it's at Discord. And if you want to see the... let me see here. Let me get my brain operating. So, let's see here. And if you're interested in checking out the Gilded server that I put together because reasons, you can find it here. So, that being said, let's go ahead and start a raid, shall we, guys? Oh yes, I spelled it right, thank goodness. Alright, so, thanks everyone for coming. Loved having you all here, and I can't wait to see you next time. We'll see what we got cooked up. Whether it's gaming or painting, I don't fucking know, but it's gonna be fun either way. So, y'all be lovely. Have a good one, and thanks. Raid!
Slowly doing up over time. Damn, a cheeky raid there. Right, Logans, how's it going? How's it going, everyone? Thanks for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hopefully you're well. What were you all working on the previous stream? My Necrons and Harlequins were destroyed, and that's why I quit for a while. Well, I'm so sorry, man. That's really bad. I can understand. Hey, hello. How's it going? How was your stream? Working on anything good? So we're just batch painting loads and loads of Skaven, because we're crazy like that. Nice, very nice. Well, if you got pictures or links you want to share, you're more than welcome to in chat. That goes out to anyone in chat. You're more than welcome to always share stuff in chat.